All right, put this over here. Hi. I'll do this. It's not quite so much. Yeah. Oh man, what happened to my yeah. I'm back. Yeah. Project stop. Totally. What's I'm really good. Really good. So I just did a show at this showroom on Tuesday. It was so cool. It had gigantic, literally looks like we're standing behind a green screen or not. But was that giant projections all around? Yeah. Oh, no, because the music isn't out yet. Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, no, because like you've heard about that whole thing that's happening when people are just grabbing other people's music that's unreleased and releasing it themselves, like even just small clips. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I know, right? I don't know. I have no idea, but I feel like somebody that's smarter than I am is gonna figure it out, right? Someone's gonna do it. It's not my so when people there's people who are like I think Spotify has maybe with it too. So like there people put clips up, right, to get their to like get people excited about their new release, their new music release. And people are taking the clips of the songs, running it through AI, just doing the whole song and releasing it before the artist releases it. And it's a problem. And then putting it up, putting it out, you know, it's no good. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. I don't know. So we're thinking about what we were gonna do is maybe just put well, we're just gonna have to have it all released, at before we put anything out. That's just what the deal is. Yeah, totally. Hell yeah. Yeah. Mhm. 100%. Yeah. That's it. That's funny you said that. You be the best on the block, then be the best in the neighborhood, then be the best in the city, then the state, then take over the world, you know? 100%. That's what it is. But yeah, it was really fun. I mean, we performed all of these unreleased, but you know, I think we told everybody just not to do that first. So, it was fun. It was like they have like scenes that are like moving behind you that go with the song, and the stage is huge. It's really cool. Yeah. Anyway, I wish I could show you. Uh huh. Oh yeah. Right. 100%. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, I feel like live is having a really big comeback right now because I think of it if it hasn't already, if everyone isn't already, we're kind of, like, thirsty for authenticity and something real and something that hasn't put through 50,000 different vocal chains and, like, you know, like, what do you who are you live, like, what people want I think people are wanting that right now. So, I'm s yeah, uh-huh, yeah, yeah. That's the bread and butter. That's the good stuff. Uh, it does. Yes. So what's happening over there on your end of the world? Awesome. Aw, sick. Coast yeah, awesome. That sounds awesome. Mhm. Very nice, very nice. That's I'm ex well, what are they? I'm dying to know. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm yeah, that's a good one. That is yeah, he'll you. Yeah, chain, how does it go? Oh, we would not? I know that bass part anywhere. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, what? When was there ever a time? Yeah, there's always guitars. No, no, what? That's crazy. Maybe in, like, pop music, they started using more even still in pop, I feel like people just plug in and play the part. If anything, piano. I mean, everybody in country music uses at least acoustic somewhere, right? Or it's or electric, you know? Yeah, but yeah, for sure, maybe it's making a big comeback. Yes. Yeah, I'm stoked on that. What comes out "Wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older." It's, like, got some good range to it, right? Fun. Okay. I'm s I'm stoked on that. Yeah, for sure. No, we rescheduled it because yeah, yeah, just totally off, so, yeah, my bad. Be like that. Yeah, 100%. That's true. So now we're figuring out, right, like, what the best way to go as far as release, right? So, if we've been, stacking up a bunch of content, stacking up our whole project for, a year's worth of content, um, and, like, every 6 weeks, just ready to throw something out, um, then because we haven't really started social media yet because we're waiting for everything to be ready first before we did it. Then you're like, "Well, do we start with High Life, like, with the actual single, or do we just put out another song that we already did that's not on the album, but does have a video first, and then, like, find our people, our tribe, and then release High Life or what how I don't and then distribution too. It's like, do you wanna take, like, the distribution deal that I have with Downtown Music, label services where, you don't pay the monthly that you would on DistroKid, but, they take a percentage. But they also have the marketing team where they can, push to the playlisters and do all that stuff. Like, or do you wanna do it yourself? I don't know. So that's a conversation. Right. Independently or yeah, more. Right. Yeah, yeah, right. That's a that's great advice. really. I mean, here's the thing, I have a distribution deal, but if we're gonna do it, separate, then you have to kind of re-audition, they have to send them they have first he has to like it, and then he has to send it to the A&Rs and see if it's something they'd be interested in because Virgin bought them, so uh, uh-huh, right. No. I think they're worried that it might be a forever deal or something, and if it can we only release through them if this isn't working, and would you rather pay a very small amount monthly or for someone to get, like, 12 to 18% of your revenue, but they yeah, right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, that's the next thing. We have to make an LLC, we have to get a bank account and an accountant and mhm. Hell yeah, that's what's up. I love that. That reminds me, um, I pulled up this or that, and it's very funny. I was kind of like, "Meh," at the last 2 that we did. I was like, "Okay, don't give me some be better," because the first one were funny. Alright, you ready? It is. It yeah. Yeah, you guys chime in too. It's very funny. Okay, I haven't read all of them yet. I just read a couple of them, but they're wild. I'm curious as to what you're gonna say on this. Music auto-tune forever or can never use reverb again? I feel that. What if you I love reverb too. Also, what if you could turn the auto-tune to, like, almost nothing? I'm with you. Reverb matters. It does. Do you record with reverb on while you're recording? Yeah. I usually I usually record, like, completely dry. I know, I'm, like, the only artist that does that, but that is I always Oh, really? Well, I call it the ugly mirror. If you look good in the ugly mirror, everyone has that one mirror that's like, "Do I actually look like that, or is this thing warped?" If you look good in the ugly mirror, then you're fine. So if I sound good dry, then we can put stuff on it and it'll be fine. But I also understand the other way where you put reverb on and it feels like it's the final thing. It's true. Delay. I Yeah. Do you record with one headphone off? Yeah. Nice. Well, not all the way off, but I usually have one headphone off, like, just to the side, you know? I wanna be able to hear myself not Really? Mm. Oh, yeah, there you go. See, I don't know, I always do that just 'cause yeah, I do. I know, you're exactly what I'm sounding like. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, well, 'cause you ever notice when you have headphones on, I know some people think that they sing better when they just have headphones on, but it's actually, like, not true. Like, I had this voice client, I had a student who would swore like, he was like, "I have to have my headphones in to sing it." I'm like, "You don't actually sound better. You sound better without it." But also the trick is, like, when you're singing, you're not supposed to listen to yourself. You go off of the feeling, because if you listen to yourself and something is going wrong, on stage or whatever, if your in-ears are messed up or something and you learned how to sing that way, then you set yourself up for failure. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Okay, uh okay, you find out your house is haunted, but the ghost has incredible talent in music and make playlist for you. Stay or move? Stay. Would you stay? That's fair. That's fair. A talented ghost. Yeah. I mean, it'd be weird. It would be weird. I That's true. That's true. That's true. Would you rather be wildly famous but deeply misunderstood, or completely unknown but perfectly seen by everyone in your life? Fair. Damn, that's fair, yeah. Okay. Completely unknown. I think the same. You can still The people who do understand you, would get you, and then, will still you'll have more of an impact, I guess. Yeah. Um, Pizza that tastes amazing but looks like a crime scene, or pizza that looks flawless but tastes like cardboard? Obviously, the one that tastes amazing, who cares what it looks like? Dumb. Everybody. It's so good. I love pizza. I'm so hungry. What what pizza do you order? What's your order? Oh, change. What do you put on it? I know now I'm starving. I'm going to the spa tomorrow with, Nikki and, some other girlfriends for my birthday. I'm so stoked. Tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Have you ever been to a Korean spa? Thank you. Yeah. Cool. It's Thank you. Oh, shucks. Thanks, guys. Um, so the first time I went to a Korean spa, it was shocking, kind of. I mean, because when they put you on the tables or whatever for a scrub or what have you, it's like very aggressive. Like if you kind of there's like these metal like slabs that they put you on. Like imagine where do you put the dead people? What do you call it? Anyway, like that, and then they just like kind of slug water on you. And it's like what's happening? Like feel like there should be somebody here supervising. I don't like it. But yeah, I got used to it. But it's really cool. So like the first room, that you're in that's like just for women, there's like a cold plunge and a hot tub and they have like, all that whole thing. And like they have these before you get into anything, you have to sit on this little tiny stool and there's like these little showers, but it's like a seated and it's all open. So you get to know your friends real intimately, real quick. You know? Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. And then, they have this like Himalayan salt room and it's like all these like a bunch of clay balls that you just kind of like roll around. It's the best. I love it. It's I'm gonna spend at least 3 or 4 hours there. I need a good detox. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The best. Yeah. It's the best. And then so my birthday is tomorrow, the 16th. Ryan's birthday is oh my god, Ryan got nominated for an Emmy. Yeah, best director. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It was for the, commercial for the army, the dragon one that he did, and it's super viral. Yeah, he got nominated. I know, I'm so proud of him. Even if you d It's huge. It's like, even if you don't win, you were nominated, you'll always be able to Emmy nominated director. Anyway, so his birthday is on the 24th, and then, Link is on the 26th, so we're gonna all just have, like, a little pool day, a little barbecue, some friends, just kinda hang out. So it's like a double birthday. Yay. Yeah. Thanks. When's yours? Oh, you didn't tell me. No. Oh. Do you celebrate? You're like single women in their 30s? The birthday month? Yeah. It's interesting because I've never been someone who's like, "Everybody come celebrate me." I've never been like that. And so it's nice having a friend who is like, "No, we're gonna do something." But it's weird for me. I feel weird asking people to I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Heck yeah. Wait, what do you usually do on your birthday? Like, what's the is there, like do you have, like, a ritual or anything that you do? I go to acai jungle because you get a free acai on your birthday, and it's my favorite. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, like, immersive. Cool. Cool. That sounds really cool. Yeah, I wish there was one out here. Not really, just acai jungle. Oh, I like going to Sephora and Ulta to get my birthday makeup gift. But that's it, really. Okay, let me see. Do you no, 'cause okay. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Your vocals are perfect, but you can only perform sitting down forever, or you move like Beyonce, but your voice cracks randomly mid-show. Yeah, interesting. I think I would pick the Beyonce because I like to not just do the sound part of the experience, but the visual part, like it moves me. I wouldn't be able to hold still. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, thank you. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I do, I love it. I love dancing, like, as much as I love singing. So, like, Link's been out of town, and since he's been out of town, I've been just staying up way too late. Like, I feel like I definitely need supervision, you know? I stay up too late, and I just be dancing my face off and singing really loud. 'Cause you can't do that all the time. Yeah, it's fun. I love it, you know? Um, yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, I need an adult." Who's gonna tell me when to go to bed? Yeah. 100%. Okay, would you know exactly when you'll die or never know, but it could be any day? Definitely any day. I don't I don't wanna know. Are you okay? Yes. Samir, I forgot to tell you this. Remember, you know how we always talk about dreams and, like lucid dreaming? I lucid dreamed. I became aware that I was in my dream and was able to like manipulate it. It was awesome. Finally, we've been talking about this like the last 5 lives. Yeah. I mean, what do you think the first thing I did was when I realized I was in a dream? Yeah, of course that's what I did. Obviously. I realized I was dreaming because I was like with someone that I knew I would never be with. And I'm like, no, no. And then I'm like, this is, oh, you're in a dream. And then I was like, you're in a dream. I was like, fly immediately. Yeah. It's not quite as easy as you think, though. You have to stay in the belief of it, you know? You have to be like, you're dreaming now, like, accept that you can fly and go for it, you know? It was a lot more floating at first, and then I got better at it. Yeah. I'm so interesting. Right. You've been using your dream journal? You've been using your dream journal? I had one the other day. Yeah, oh, wait. I had one the other day, and it was very vivid. And so I asked Claude to decode it for me, like, "What is this?" And he was like it was like, so what happened, there's like someone kept putting this squid on my back, but it was kinda cute, you know? And it was like squids often are, or, octopus, they're either one. They're usually something that you get when, it's like your like an attachment of some sort. I'm like, "Don't love that," you know? But he was like, "In this case, I it's most likely like your deep subconscious being like, hey," but because it was cute and I wasn't like afraid of it, it was like also the fact that it was on my back, meaning it's something that I'm carrying, but I'm unaware of. So it's like it's probably your deep subconscious being like, hey, look at your inner feelings. They're fine and nice, and you should explore them more, you know? Um, there it's not like a bad thing. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I accepted Claude's interpretation, doesn't mean it's exactly right, but, it was just, yeah, that makes sense, "Hey, I'm here, I'm friendly," because but what was happening is I took it off my back, and then someone put it back on, and I was like, "Oh, hey." But it was like, it was making, like, adorable faces, and I wasn't, like, afraid of it, I don't know. Yeah, weird, right? Yeah. Ah, do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what's really weird, though? Uh, the thing that I was with was, like, not necessarily it was, like, human-like, but not human. Um, and, the next day on Instagram, somebody was pulling, like, tarot cards. So I was looking at it, I'm like, "Okay, go on," and one of the cards they pulled looked exactly like the thing that was in my dream, and I was like, "What's happening right now?" So weird. Yeah, heck yeah. That happens to me, not, like, a lot, but kind of, I'll you ever just go through you don't remember your dream, right? Then you're just going through your day, and then all of a sudden, you'll see something, you're just like, "I had a dream about this last night," Isn't that weird? And, like, how time's not linear, is it feels linear, but it is not linear, which is how deja vu and all of those, you know, weird anomalies that happen. Cool. Yeah. Uh-huh. This Yep, right. Remote Mhm. Astral project or say more. I need to know. The Monroe Institute is fascinating. If anyone has Gaia Network or yeah, I guess probably some of it's on YouTube, but what's on Gaia is not on YouTube. But it's really, I mean, the CIA created it for that reason, right? For to be able to see things remotely. I remember there's a story about a girl who went there and she had a dream once. It might have been 9/11. I think that her dream was about 9/11. There's a bunch of people who had this happen during 9/11. and she saw it happen in her dream before it happened. And then she was like, I will never do that again. So every time she sees a dream like that, she, reports it, and then will do whatever is necessary. So she was one of those persons that went to the Monroe Institute, and they put these things on your head to, watch what happens when you go into deep meditation. Um, as far as like what your brain waves are doing, what if you're in what is it, like the alpha state brain waves or whatever. And it's really fascinating. Or there's people who do remote drawing. They'll draw pictures of something, like they don't know what they're drawing, and it's really interesting. Wait, what did your friend say? Like, what happened? Tell me more. It's not. It's not. Oh, thank you. Yeah. What? That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. How do they do it? We have to talk to Gavin. We have to get him on this. That's fascinating. The Monroe Institute. Wild. Man. Yeah. I love the Gaia Network. I mean, they need some love with they need some technological support. So anybody who wants to, like, help Gaia. Nice. They they need. Yeah. I don't know how I did it. I think it was one of those nights where I just didn't sleep well, like, because Link's gone. I cannot sleep that, like, without him. It's just too big of a I can't sleep. So, it might have been because I was part of me was still awake a little, maybe I was just in alpha state. I don't know how I did it. I don't. I wish I did. I wish there was, like, a formula I followed that was tried and true, but I just became aware I was in a dream because 'cause I'm like, "No." No. The time it happened to me. What? No. One Night in Paris? Are you talking about the Paris Hilton sex tape? Oh, there's 2. Got it. Okay, wait, what is this called? What's it called again? I gotta put it in my notes. Would you know where is it streaming? He's yeah, cool. Yeah, I know he is. Got it. Just watch it. Alright, cool. I can't wait. I super can't wait for that. I think I might have looked it up before, but I had to, like you have to buy it, and so I was, like, being cheap. I'm like, "Nah, no." It sounds like something worth buying. Nice. Alright, I love those. It's g okay, you're speechless, and so I have to go watch this. Have you heard of I think we talked about this before. Have you heard of dream walking? Okay, this happened apparently to a friend of mine, and this person, who you definitely do know, um, has apparently he didn't realize this, but he had lucid dreams, like, almost every night. Oh, I gotta put this on the charger. Almost every night, without knowing. He just didn't know until someone was like, "Hey, that's lucid dreaming." Anyway, so he has like a weird dream life, right? And so he had this dream where he was talking to his wife, and like he was in another dream, and then he popped into that dream and was like holding her hand and while they were ice skating in New York. And he was like, it was so weird and vivid, but like didn't think anything of it. And then she was like, I was dreaming that I was holding your hand ice skating in New York. What's happening? He was like, oh, so then they looked it up, and there's a thing called dream walking where you can move into other people's dreams, I guess. Yeah. Ah, asleep. Me too. Mhm. As within, so without, as above, so below, right? Yeah, that's it. Fascinating. Yeah. Really gets you thinking. Really does. So crazy. The only time I've ever, like, realized, like, knew aga like, that I was in a dream before was when I was dreaming something that didn't make sense. Like, I'm like, "How am I underwater and I'm breathing? Wait a minute, you're in a dream," you know? Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Mhm. Oh, what? Oh, well, I think it's happened to me maybe, like, 2 times. Some people have it a lot, which is terrible. But yeah, it's when you basically, like, you're sleeping, and then you stop sleeping, but you don't have control over your body. Like, you're stuck, you're paralyzed. It's literally it's in the sleep paralysis. You're right that you're like, wake up, move, get up, and nothing happens. It's terrifying, terrifying. Yeah, tis. It is 100%. Yeah, I mean, that's so wild. I feel bad. I feel like I'm 100% tonight. I'm gonna watch it, Waking Life, because now I'm in deep. Yeah, yeah. You mean in Waking Life? Oh, I can't wait to I'm gonna watch it immediately. I'm gonna drop everything I'm doing. I'm so stoked on this right now, you have no idea. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe we only have 2 minutes. This went so fast. Yeah. Gonna Me too. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I can't wait. All right. Do we do it? Thank you. Birthday hug. Thank you. All right, Samir, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. You too. Thank you.